Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know why that was behaving the way it was. Let me get it pulled back up here on my laptop. All right, that was weird. Um, yeah. Okay, so we're back, and let's go grab this key. So if you look at the little map thingy that you got from that corpse, it'll actually point this place out on your map. It is guarded by a dragon that we are not going to fight. We're just going to grab the key because this dragon is blind. So unless we hit it, it's not going to know where we are. So now we're just going to run away to the closest grace, which is right here. We're going to rest at the grace. I'm gonna go run to the restroom real quick. Yeah, give me just a second. Alright, well, after that fun, let's yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay, um before I progress that dungeon any further, now that we have that key, I want to go to this cave over here because it has more smithing stones. But even more than just smithing stones, it has a bell bearing in it that lets you buy unlimited smithing stone 1 and 2. The other stream just died. It was weird. It was only on YouTube, and it hadn't ended in my my recording software. My OBS was still showing it as streaming, but YouTube, for whatever reason, ended the stream, even though I didn't hit a button. But we got it fixed. Put up a new stream, so yeah, we'll just we'll finish out the stream here. Sorry, because I know that that's probably going to make for a headache when it comes time to edit. Alright. So let's go ahead and grab this grace. Rest of the grace. Now, I don't have enough. Yes, I do. I can, since we're back down here where there are rock people, I should be able to use the flail. And I'll show you how this weapon is just better. Sorry. Yeah, this weapon is so much better for dealing with rock people. Now we can grab a couple of somber stones, which are basically like extra special weapons. Somber weapons are usually like in a class of their own, and they have special abilities, or they'll do something special. So now we're going to work our way through this tunnel. Get some smithing stones. And these are smithing 2s, which we need. So that'll be good. This guy. There are wizards in this place, so you're gonna want to deal with them quickly because they will overwhelm you from a distance. And there's smithing stone here. That's a smithing 3. As is that. So, see, now there's another mage. But just like in any other case, mages are really easy to deal with at close range. Grab the smithing stone. More smithing 3s. Money. Crack crystal we don't really need. It's just crafting materials for some not great items. Alright. So now we can ride this lift down. I don't believe this is one where you jump off at any given point. Check the message. Okay. So now we can run down through here. Get this guy. And now if you look down, sorry for all my people who are scared of heights, but if you look down you can actually, that's the boss room. And you can see the boss is that blue thing. We'll see it when we'll see it better. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the first time I've ever done that. That sucked. Now we get to do all of that again, except for the collecting smithing stone part. Okay. That's fine. It's just more runes. Okay. Got to see it a little closer. Yeah, buddy. Doesn't get much closer than that. Until we fight it. Well, I say fight it. Or like until we massacre it. Because this weapon is incredibly good for fighting that type of enemy. I would love one of these guys to drop their staff. Now, supposedly, there's a skip to this. I don't think I can do it from this side. I'm not worry about these guys. I don't need the runes that bad. Crap. That was a mistake. Cool. Alrighty. Let's send that back up just in case. Not that I want there to be a just in case, but yeah, never know. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. want your stick. Alright, grab all these stones. Send this lift up in case we die. Now we have to deal with marionettes. More smithing stones. Love it. Don't need that item. Just a crappy dagger. Alright. Now, I am just going to run through here because this area sucks. Yep, time for the boss room. Here we go. So it's a crystal. And the way this boss works is you can't do a lot of damage to it until you break its snakes. Then after you do, use the skill on this weapon, and suddenly it can't move. Easy boss. And now we can get as many smithing stone 1s and 2s as we want. Cool. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to go back to round table. We're going to turn this puppy in. And then we're going to be able to upgrade our great epee quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, here we go. Now we can unequip that. Although I might keep that on hand and actually upgrade it for... Oh, I actually already have enough. Cool. And I have more than enough for the... So then I can just grab more of these. And we can go upgrade both of our weapons. Cool.
Oh, you're doing it. I didn't know I'll be doing my job. Just lay out your out.
Alright, here we go. Do. Cool. Then we can upgrade flail almost maxed out the smithing 3 category for oh, and see, now Rodrika will upgrade our spirit summons. But we don't have any of the resources for that yet. So now I should go grab the map so that way we can actually see. Then we'll go work on grabbing our second great rune for the day. Alright. Oops. Oh yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah. Go grab the map fragment. And the golden seed. I wonder what the guard counter is for whips. I'm curious because I recently did a whip playthrough. But that was something I never tried. So I don't know what the guard counter is like for whips. Could be interesting. Risk it. Grab these smithing stones and pray I don't get sniped by these lobsters. Oof. It hurt. Hurt something fierce. Alright, grab the map. Cool. So now that means I can also grab the nearby golden seed. As soon as I remember where it is. Ow. There we go. There it is. I knew it was around here. Now, let's go here, which is the way that you're supposed to go to get to the grace that we got earlier. How does this work? Grab that. I'll have the second bell bearing close soon enough. So now we can use the glintstone key to examine the seal, and now we can actually walk through it. And that will give us access to the next legacy dungeon. Which will be a kind of nice. There's not a whole lot here that we're after, if I'm being honest. But it's another great rune. And just a lot of runes in general, because of how much stuff there is to do in here. So we're gonna do it. Also, I kind of want to show you, like, how to beat most of the major bosses. Not everything, because this isn't like a challenge run or anything, but just like a good idea of most of the stuff. Now, if you come back here, there is a golden seed on this bridge that you can get, which is super nice. So then we can head back up here. Yep. Is there? No, it's a blood snake. Okay. There's a quest line that involves that spot, so I was curious if it was already active or not. It is not. Alright, so now you can rest of this grace. Might be able to get another flask charge. Nope. But we can level up. We'll go ahead and upgrade our strength. Let's go ahead and mix and put the strength here in our physic, because that will let us use the brick hammer, I believe. No, we're still one short. No, we're not, because I've got the Radagon Sword Seal on. So with the physic active, I will be able to use the brick hammer now, which will be kind of cool. Against bosses that we can guard counter. Okay, so now we gotta deal with Pew Pew Wizards. Bob and weave. Thank you for being patient. You're usually not that nice with you. Alright. So now, open the door. There's going to be a lot of dudes that fall from the ceiling in here. We're just going to run right past everything, duck in here, and grab this grace. Probably die, but we're going to try to not to. They kind of short circuit once they get to a certain health. They're a weird enemy. They're a weird enemy. But we survived because we're that good. And coming here with 40 vigor, it is kind of nice. So we're just gonna run through here. There's not really any good items between here and the next boss, at least not for us, except for one. There is one that I want to get. Jump past here. Deal with the dogs. Cool. There is like a smithing stone, but there's also an enemy here that we can kill. Cool. Take the riposte. He gives a sorcery. So if you're playing a mage, 100% come grab that sorcery. There's also a Somber Smithing 3, which was the reason I came over here. Now, we're going to ride this water wheel. Ride it up. Jump off here. Kill those guys. One of these days I'm going to get the Noble S-Stock and I'm going to freak out because it's like such a rare drop. Grab a couple crystal darts. Because why not? Now, there's a grace. We're going to rest at the grace to make sure all our flasks are full. I'm actually going to... Well, no, I'm not. Now, you saw that wizard that's just walked past? We're going to sneak up behind him. We're going to stab him in the back. There we go. Now we're going to walk back here. We're going to grab some stuff. There's a scroll that we're not going to need. It's a cookbook that we're probably not going to need. But there is a fake wall right here. The smithing 4, that is very handy. And then if we walk around here, I'm going to do a bit of a circle. There's going to be a couple of lilies that you're going to want for future uses. Then we're going to come over here. And we got a Burger King head. And we want that because it has insane damage negation. So it's actually a really good armor piece. It also has an ability. Increases intelligence to the detriment of HP. Which is actually okay because it gives so much damage negation that we're not going to miss that little bit of HP. So now we are going to run past all these guys. Because there is a boss. And we are going straight for that boss. Ow. We're fine. Keep pushing through. Yeah. So now we're gonna go fight a puppy dog. The puppy dog does damage. No, not my jellyfish. You leave my jellyfish alone. Woo! He's poisoned. The puppy dog is poisoned. And now he bled. Which basically means we win. Good grief. This is why having a lot of stamina is important. And why having a jellyfish is awesome. Alright, so that was good. Now we can rest at the grace. Whew. Okay. Let's put another level into strength. Now, is there... Don't want quality. It's too heavy. Gives it beast strength scaling. But no more bleed. So we can't rely on that anymore. But that's okay. Because now that should also increase our stance damage. So now we're going to come out here. We're going to turn left. Going to run past these guys clawing at the ground. And there's going to be wizards that are going to start shooting at us. We're not going to care about those guys. Instead, we're going to run right in here and fight this guy. Because he is guarding the glintstone wet blade. And what that does is that allows us to use other skills and put magic or cold affinities on our weapon. And we are specifically doing that for the cold affinity because frostbite is a really good status effect. Okay. So now we're gonna go. Oop. Grab this guy. Money. All right. So we're gonna go rest of the grace again. And after we do that, we are going to go fight somebody very annoying. Oh, wait. How's that going to work? So if I put Bloody Slash, can I give it a cold infusion? No, I can't. Okay. And honestly, the blood is still going to be better for this fight. Alright, so we are going to run over here, hugging this cliff. We are going to jump, or rather walk off onto this. Jump up here. Now, there is a trap that will activate as soon as you set foot on this bridge. It is going to pull an Indiana Jones, and it is going to drop a ball that is going to roll down this ramp and bouncing off of the railings to try to run you over. See? But you can actually watch. As it bounces, it changes directions. And you can memorize that pattern, and you'll never get hit by it. But I'm running down here to grab this because a smithing 5 at this level is kind of a big deal. See, like right there. And see, now I know if I hug this way... That was the wrong way. Don't listen to me. Alright. Now we're safe from the ball. Now we have a new problem. NPC invader. So now we gotta fight this guy. Now this guy's annoying because he's got a shield and he's got spells. And a lot of health. So you've got to be careful with this guy. When he switches to his staff, that's good because that means he won't be able to parry your attacks anymore. Crap. Yeah, he's hard. He's hard. Probably going to take us a few times to get him, if I'm being honest. Death. Can't remember if this is Moongrim or Moonrathil. Okay, let's try that again. There's also a stone sword key up on this fountain. Okay. Now, hop up here. This side. And hug this side. Now there's this guy. It's Moongrim. Wait, can you not parry shield pokes? Uh-oh. Crap! 1 HP! Ugh. We'll get it. We'll get it. For sure. All right, here we go. All right. You have no idea how close I am to just trying to do impaling thrust against this guy. What? Oh my gosh. I didn't mean... What the... You kick my sword? You kick my shield? Okay, that's it. He's getting impaling thrusted. Cold fusion impaling thrust. I ain't got time for this nonsense. shield poking. Not good against NPCs. Okay. Wait, what? I can't put impaling thrust back on it. Uh-oh. Okay. That. I can't put impaling thrust back on. Uh-oh. We need to fix that. How much money I got? I don't have enough money. That's not good. You know what? Just straight up impaling thrust. No affinity. Just the standard weapon with a really good actual. It's no giant hunt, but it'll work. And then the first chance we get, we are buying impaling thrust from her. Chill. Oh, you spammer. Look at this kid. This guy's a joke. I'm going through every single one of my flasks. Oh my gosh. Usually kill him with two-handed jump heavies because he can't parry those. Risky on pierce weapons. Yeah. Exactly. I might... Oh, you know what I could do? I could use the flail. I upgraded the flail a little bit. And I could put... It's got natural bleed. And I could put a frost affinity on it. Get frost and bleed. We'll fix his little red wagon. By the way, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we'll put it on here. Oh, nope. Put that on. There we go. I'm going to deal with this guy one way or another. I can't remember the last time I've struggled this much with him, I'll be honest. All right. Literally treating this loser like a boss. Alright, there's Frost. There we go. We are indeed up to 42 subs. That's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Okay, now. We're gonna open the door down here. GG's indeed. And now we have a better magic negation shield that we can't use because we don't have enough intellect. Well, poo. There we go. So now we can go back to the Grace. Oh, I forgot about that one. Forgot about that guy. Nope. We're just gonna run. Alright. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that's done. And I'll be honest, I'm not gonna use that door. That was just for getting back here. I need to put in a couple points of intellect anyway, because I need to. There's a sorcery that I'm going to be using at one point that's going to be really important. But now I don't have spinning chain on this thing. That sucks. Oh well. Now, switch back to the pay for. Well, how am I at a heavy load? Because of the golden Val sword. That's okay though. So now, can put bloody slash back on this. Get that blood loss. Drop the golden Val. Go ahead and do this again. This time we're going for the boss. Honestly, the flail might have been a better option here because of spinning chain. But we're going to try this first. Because we're supposed to be showing off shield poking and or guard counters. And you're not doing guard counters against Renala. Cutscene. Hydration. Creepy ankle biters.
Hush, little Calva.
This woman just called me a pigeon.
I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
I show you who's a pigeon, you depressed divorcee. No singing. Be like my dad. No singing. You again. No singing. This is not going to be a once. We're going to have to do this like 3 times. Crap. Woo! That was close. Oh. I hear singing. I hear singing. You again. Oh. Oh, tombstone. Two cycle, I'll take it. Just killed Morgoth first playthrough. Give me a hype in the chat. Woo! Only took you 5 times. Nice, dude. Morgoth's not easy on a first playthrough. What build are you running?
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever.
This chick's got issues.
Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee.
Ronnie.
Foul
All that is
trespasser,
wrong with Elden Ring.
send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Heck yeah. Alright. Let's get some. Holy crud. Ow. Oh dear. Alright. Go ahead. Oh, I want the box. Hey, how come I only get 3 dogs? You get 4. You're cheating. Oh, let's go. Huge bleed. Easy, boss. Have no idea. Got a curled blade. I've got a curved blade with the jump attack. Jump. Oh, Bloodhound's Fang. Bloodhound's Fang is sweet and definitely a recommended build for first timers. I love Bloodhound's Fang. That's what I used for my first playthrough as well. But no, legitimately, congrats, dude. 5th try for Morgott is impressive for a first playthrough.
Where did you flee, my sweet
All right. So, interestingly enough, for those of you that don't know, the Great Rune of the Unborn, it allows you to respec, and it does not have to be, it doesn't have to be restored like the other Great Runes do. It is the only one that comes restored. And it allows you to use an item called a larval tear to basically rebirth yourself. Being able to put your stats in however you want. Again, if you decide to like change your build at some point, but you don't want to start a new character. What do I want to do here? Thinking some more endurance so I can wear some better armor. And just have more stamina.
Where did he flee, my
Okay, so now that we've done that, we can use that medallion that we got earlier. And I'm going to show you where to take it. Also need to figure out where I'm going to get some good armor. Might have to do Volcano Manor stuff to get the... Well, no, because Patches is dead, so he can't give me the letter to kill Trigoth. Huh. Might have screwed myself up a little bit here. Gonna have to go straight for Lionel's armor. Alright. So, yeah, that seal took us way over here to the other end of the bridge. So now we're gonna keep following. Well, actually, we're gonna make a small detour over here. There's a church that has a sacred tear in it, and we're gonna grab that. Shoot, I meant to put in some levels into intellect. It's okay. I need the stamina, so it's not a problem. Grace. Grab sacred tear. We'll go ahead and use said sacred tear. Now we are going to come back here very shortly, because I am going to show you both ways of getting to the next region. I'm going to show you the easy way first, and then I'll show you the more rewarding way second. So we're going to come over here. Now we're back on the road. We don't want to be on the road. We want to come over here and hug this right side, because there are catapults that are watching the road. They're not catapults, they're trebuchets. There are trebuchets watching the road that will shoot you off your horse and very easily ruin your day. So we hug this right side. So then we can get behind them. And stab them before they can shoot us. Ah, ah, ah. Cool. I don't even know what's up here. I've gone through that area before. Oh. Probably should have checked that. Ah, it's fine. Also, there is a incantation. If you're doing like a high damage build, there's a really good incantation off in that direction. But we don't need that for this build. We're tanking. We don't care so much about how much damage we're doing as how much damage we're not taking. Alright, I'm gonna take this dude off. There we go. Now, come over here to the grand lift of Dectus, and we hoist our medallion. Hold it aloft for all to see, to grant us passage to the Altus Plateau. I don't know why it's called the Lift of Dectus. Who's Dectus? Okay. So this is the easy way of getting up here. Just go grab those two medallion halves where I showed you earlier, and then come here, hoist the medallion, and yeah. The big reveal. Man, I remember the first time I came up here, I was like, what? This place is crazy. And then boom. Altus Plateau. So now we're gonna ride over here. And as long as you came up via the Dectus, these golems will not attack you. So if you come over here, there's a grace. We're gonna grab this grace so that way we can just fast travel instead of riding the lift. And now I'm gonna show you the other way of getting to Dectus, or getting to Altus, excuse me. And that is going to require us going back to this church. This way is arguably the better way because you get more out of it. We're going to get a bunch of smithing stones along the way, as well as a boss fight. But that's really the kicker. It's like, do you want to go through an entire like mini dungeon, or do you just want to go grab the two medallions and ride the lift? There is no wrong way. It's just, what would you rather do? There's also a merchant here. I wonder if he has any monarchs.
What do you
Monarchs
need?
could be
I don't want any.
He does. He also has... Dang. Okay. I'll take these. I'm doing quite well. How are you today? Ye Twitch viewer. Alright. Now, right past all this. past this knight. Ride past all these land squirts. Which boss do I think is underrated? Ooh. That's a toughie. Lore-wise, I would say that Morgoth is an underrated boss. But as far as, like, fun to fight? I would say that Malekith the Black Blade would be that boss for me. A lot of people complain about Malekith and his moveset, but I honestly, I love that fight. Who would that be for you? Who would be your underrated boss? Thanks, man. Proud of yourself, too. First Souls games also. Nice. Yeah. No, for a first Souls game, that's even better, dude. Elden Ring was my first Souls game, too. Technically, I played Dark Souls first, but I played like 10, 15 minutes of it. Well, no, it wasn't 10 to 15 minutes. It was hours, but I didn't make it very far at all. So I don't count it. But no, that's a major accomplishment. I don't remember how many times he took on my first playthrough, but it was probably in the 20s. Just because he was so fast. I was expecting the Margit moveset, and it was not the Margit moveset. How do I manage stamina effectively in long fights? Caution. I would rather hold off and wait for an opening than try to risk my stamina. Which is something I'm doing really bad at on this character for some weird reason. I think it's because I'm trying to do the shield poking, and shield poking takes a lot of stamina. But the way you manage stamina in long fights is the same way you just play the game in general. Be patient and watch for openings. If you do those two things, the game is so much easier at that point. And if you have the ability to divide your attention up like 4 different ways, the goal is to never let your stamina drop below 30%. If your stamina drops below 30%, you are probably going to get hit. Because that means you are probably going to overcommit to something, and yeah, you just won't have enough to get out of the situation. By the way, I do not play on PC. I play on Xbox One. It's old, but it's reliable. And kind of the only thing I can afford. I should be using my flail here, but I'm really struggling with switching between weapons for some reason. militia back there. There are also a bunch of vulgar militia up here. Yep. Alright. Let's get up here where I can see. Not try to fight on the stairs. Cool, I got their armor. Handy. Why haven't I added emotes for my stream? Because I am very new to Twitch and still haven't figured out all that craziness. But we will at some point. My partner and I have just been focusing on making content and haven't really had the time to put together that kind of stuff. Okay, now let's grab another number 4 because you never know what you might need. That one explodes. Oh gosh, what kind of emotes? I have no clue because that's not. I'll be honest, that's something that's like the furthest from my mind. When I'm thinking about like the streams and whatnot, I don't think about emotes at all. I mean, obviously I would want them to be thematic, but no idea what they would be. All right, let's get some more smithing stuff. Cool. Here. That. Yeah. We have a yeah. I don't know. Emotes, that's not definitely not where my headspace is. Colder and forward. I feel like there's also something else up here. Can't remember what though. Somber 3. Yeah, that's worth it. Plenty of smithing stone 4s. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might do that when I get the chance. It's not really the focus right now, though. The focus right now is to put together solid content first, and then we can make it look pretty later. Connect on Discord and Twitter. We have a Discord. Can't remember where we keep the link. It should be on our Discord. Our the Discord link in the Discord. There should be a link to the Discord on our YouTube, the Tarnished Tavern. Should be somewhere on our homepage. Free to join in there, and we can try to work something out, maybe. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see here. There's a weapon up there, but I don't really need it. All I need are the smithing stones. Shoot. I missed the 3. It's okay. Not die. I also don't really need the 3s. The 4s were far more important. Okay. All that work. If I do that, I'll do it after the stream. I'm not gonna do that kind of thing on stream. Which stream is only another hour, so shouldn't be an issue. Now, let's go. How many? Ooh, I got plenty. I got plenty. The problem is 3s. What level is my... Ooh, I don't have enough 3s. Crud. I'm 1 3 short. Which means I've got to show everybody where the other bell bearing is before we can figure out the other way of getting into Altus. That's okay, though. I don't mind. It's just a long horsey ride. By the way, what's the Discord name? Mentioned it in chat. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. My partner's usually the one that handles all the socials. Or the Discord, at least. He's the one that made the thing. Tell you what, I stream every day but Sunday. Well, no, I stream Tuesday through Saturday, but my partner also streams on Mondays and Tuesdays. So you come back some other day, and we can try and get that sorted out. Because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Alright, so before we grab the other bell bearing, I'm gonna grab this golden seed as well as the map fragment for the area. That way we can actually see what's going on. Alright. Go. Alright. There's also Grace here. We always grab the Graces. Unless we're doing a bingo. If we're doing bingo, all bets are off. Whatever's the fastest. Okay. Watch the ballistae. Ballistae? Ballistas? I don't know. However you English that. Alright. So we ride up this staircase. Try not to get shot in the face like I just did. We're making it for those big doors. No matter what comes in your path. Worry about nothing but getting through those doors. Because getting through these doors gets you another grace. And 2 more gold seeds. And a map fragment. So now, just rest of the grace to make sure we don't die. Oh my gosh. Phased out. Alright. Map. Rest at the grace. Alright, now. Oh wait, flash chargers. That's important. Cool. Now, I can show everybody how to get the second smithing stone bell bearing. Which is very, very important. I don't know if there's an issue or not. Again, that's my partner's area of expertise. It could just be an old link. It could be that it's just not set up as a hyperlink and you have to copy paste it into a browser. Alright, so we go down here into this tunnel. There's a grace in said tunnel. And the best part about this one is, like the last one, we had to fight a boss for it. This one we don't. So this is a fake wall right here. Roll through here. Go to this opening. Now, you see those stairs right there. We're going to jump over to the stairs. Then we are going to sneak our way. We're going to grab this item. Because money. We're going to drop down. We're going to sneak up behind this vulgar militia. Give him a little poke. Just a little extra large acupuncture. And then we open this chest. And boom. Bell bearing. Now we can just run back to the grace. Rest of the grace. De-aggro everything. And then we can go back to round table. Whoa, not that way. This way. go back to round table and upgrade our stuff so that I can show you the other way into Aldous. I recommend doing both just because, I mean, if nothing else, you get all the smithing stones from going the other way. Oh, stupid. Gotta drop off the bell bearing. Okay. Probably gonna have to crack open some of our money to finish doing these upgrades. But we will have a plus 12 a pay.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arms.
But my question is, better to have a plus 13 a pay, or to start working on the flail some more. Let's go see what level's our flail. Because the flail might also be better against the boss that's in that cave. Plus 6, so I need 3s. Can I buy 12 3s for a reasonable price? Reasonable, I guess. Don't think I'll have enough money to upgrade it to plus 9, but it'll be there.
Back already, no matter.
I did have enough. Sweet. Alright. I wonder if you can get spinning chain as an Ash of War. Alright, well, regardless, now it's time to fight that boss. We're gonna summon all the friends. We're gonna summon the jellyfish because poison's good. And we're gonna summon our new acquaintance. By the name of Bull Goat Tragoth. Oh, Great Horn Tragoth. Excuse me. I got it wrong. All right. Here we go. Let's fight this thing. Here we go. Say hello to Magma Worm Butterfly. Oh, quit running around. jellyfish. What do you do? Alright. Now he's in phase 2, which means it's better to not lock on. Oh. I tried to dodge it. Oh, huge stagger. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing so good. Oh, huge bleed rock. Ah, I dodged too early. Easy boss. And now, since we've done that, we'll get a grace. I'm going the wrong way. We'll also get a level or two. Who needs a flail? Alright. Almost there. And then we can come up these stairs. Over here to this lift. Ride the lift up. Now we're in Altus Plateau. So that's the two ways to get into Altus. The only two ways to get into Altus. Well, there's a couple of cheesy ways to do it, but these are the two ways that you're meant to do it. I'll put it that way. Now this way, we can go and avoid all the creepies. Grab a stupid looking armor set. What does the ruler's mask do? Oh yeah, dragon. We can just run past the dragon. We don't have to fight the dragon. Well, I think he gives a spell if you kill him. So if that's something that interests you, go for it. Now we can grab a grace. And yet another golden seed. There are so many golden seeds in Altus, it's ridiculous. Okay. Now that we've done that. Guess. Go back to here. Make our way over, I guess. Actually, I should probably do weeping. Should probably double back and do weeping. But I'm going to finish grabbing the easy golden seeds first. Because there are two more up past yet another optional boss. So yeah, this dude's gonna drop down in your face. As long as you're careful, you can just run right past him. will follow you for a good while, so keep that in mind. Then there are 2 more golden seeds. Yep, I knew he was going to try that. 2 more golden seeds. And then we can run up here and there's a grace to grab.
I see thee.
We're not gonna worry about that either.
Smoldering with that wretched flame of ambition.
Rest here. Really? Can't get another flask? Okay. What time is it? Got another 40 minutes. What can we do in 40 minutes? Oh, you know what I could do? Could work towards Rykard, actually. Now, with this location, there are more trebuchets, which means more of these idiots that are going to try to shoot you while you're trying to go about your merry life. Which means more idiots that have to be put out of commission. That guy. So now, who was this? Oh, lightning slash. That's cute. Ow! Oh my gosh. Good grief. Cool. I don't know that I've ever gotten that ash before. So that's cool. Alright. Now, we can run down here with peace of mind because we got all of the trebuchet. Because there's another, yes, another golden seed right here. So then can grab a grace up here at the Windmill Village. Can also grab another grace down here. On our way to the Bridge of Iniquity. be honest, I'm a little bit struggling figuring out where to go next. I guess weeping. Because I don't think I've got good enough damage for what's it called? Volcano Manor. So I think I'm going to go down here, which lets us fortify our flasks with 2 more sacred tears, as well as letting us get a really good physic tier. No thanks, Bach. I guess I could also do this Knight's Cab. Just because I can. Sure, let's do that. Now you remember the last time we were here, there was just a normal enemy riding on that bridge. However, there are bosses that only spawn at night, and this is one of them. Oh my gosh. Oh, and he's dead. Cool. Easy Knight's Cav. Repeating thrust. Interesting. Could be good. Alright, so we're just going to... Oh wait, selling. No, we need to be doing this. There's a boss in these ruins. Right down here. Need to defeat said boss. Which is a mad punkahead. Don't ask me what he's so mad about. I don't know. He won't tell me. Also, jokes aside, these guys can be tough, especially if you're fighting them at level. But as long as you don't hit them in the head, they take a good amount of damage. They just also deal a good amount of damage. So you'll have to be a little bit careful. All right, now we got this grace. Now we open this up right here. And boom, there's a random lady.
Tarnished, are we?
And she'll teach you magic.
I dare say your proclivity
And there
to
is
perhaps
a
make one must
spell
find
that
his
she
exile
sells
as a revive
that
skill.
is really good
Very well.
for my
Time
shield
to
build.
anticipate.
Can also give her scrolls.
Is that very well? I'll be sure to never lose.
I don't know what that taught, but probably these that I can't use. But yeah, now I want this scholar's shield. Probably could use scholar's armament as well, but I don't know. There's not a whole... I don't know of very many bosses that are weak to magic damage. At least not exceptionally so. Let's equip that spell so that way when we get another level into intellect, which I don't think I can put in. Actually, I know I can't. I don't know why I'm bothering to check. But once we can, I need to get a staff so that way I can cast the spell. Oh, Nelly. Don't you hate when you feel like you've got a bug on your leg and then you look down and you can't see nothing? You're like, I'm not crazy. I know I just felt a bug there. Alright. Let's grab the grace. Do-do-do. Now, talking earlier about the Bloodhound's Fang. That is right up here in this little mini dungeon. It is one of the best weapons to use for a first time playthrough. We will be using it in a future playthrough, which is why I'm not bothering with it right now. But it is an incredibly good weapon. And one that I will be revisiting at some point. But for right now, our goal is to get across this bridge without dying. Grab a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, and then we can over here to this grace. Actually, if we continue on down here, we can fight another Knight's Cav. And when I say Knight's Cav, I mean a Knight's Cavalry boss. If I had Sacred Blade, I would go ahead and fight the Deathbird too. Which, I mean, I can go get Sacred Blade. It's not hard to get. There he is. Huh. That's the first time I've killed a Knight's Cavalry before the horse died. That's funny. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, I can also go get this shield real quick. Because it's a good shield. So we jump up here. And we get the Great Turtle Shield. The Great Turtle Shield does the same thing that the Turtle Talisman does, which is increase our stamina regeneration. So now we'll regen even faster. So it is worth noting, however, that this shield does not negate all physical damage. So something to be aware of. What does skill do? Focus your energy into the shield, temporarily hardening it to deflect greater blows. Weird. Okay. Let's go get Sacred Blade so that way I can go fight that other boss. So we're to get Sacred Blade, we're gonna come back here to the Third Church of America. Wonder if the turtle shield is infusible. Alright. So now, if we come back here, we're going to go behind the church. And we're going to go up the hill here just a little bit. And that scarab right there has Sacred Blade in it. Cool. Now you might be asking yourself, why do we want Sacred Blade? What is that? What's the big deal with that? Sacred Blade does holy damage, as well as coating your sword in with a holy damage buff. And that's important because holy damage does extra damage to undead enemies. And the boss that I'm about to show you is an undead enemy. So I'm actually going to take this off, put this on to increase our holy damage output. I'm going to put on Sacred Blade. Is it nighttime? What time is it? Nope, it's morning. Gotta make it nighttime. This thing is a night boss. Alright. Here we go. There's gotta be a couple of bats that we have to deal with here. Cool. So now, here we go. There it is. Thing's ugly, ain't it? It's okay, it's not gonna be alive for very long. Poor thing. Poor thing. It didn't deserve that. Actually, it probably did. Alright, now there's a golden seed around here that I can grab. I'm gonna remember where this thing is one of these days. There it is. Alright. grab the golden seed. Then try not to get shot by the golem that's guarding that castle. Which I need to double back and grab the map. Yep. See? Gotta try to get us. Now, I don't need to go down there. Because I don't need the stuff that's down there. But, I mean, technically I didn't need anything but the map. But now you know that the death bird's there, and you know that it's very easy to kill it with Sacred Blade. So that's good. I'm going to switch back to Bloody Slash, however. I actually need Flaming Strike. I could get. Could get that. Oh. You can change the skill on the turtle shield. Interesting. Cool. Very cool, actually. Because I bet if I give it the right affinity, I can get it to negate 100% physical damage. Which is super nice. Alright. So now we're going to double back here. And we are going to go grab some Sacred Tears. Oh, there's a Grace. How did I not know this Grace was here? Huh. Cool. Alright. Now we follow this path. You can fight the monkey at the bridge if you want to. I'm gonna do it just for kicks. He can also drop a pretty cool dagger. If that's something that interests somebody. So now we're gonna run up here. There's gonna be a church up on the hill. We're gonna get it. There are 3 Sacred Tears in this zone in the Weeping Peninsula, and I'm gonna show you where to get all 3 of them. There's one. Is that a jellyfish in here? Since when were you here? Huh. Okay then. There's a little itty bitty shield right here. Alright, so that's 1 Sacred Tear. Now, we can ride down the hill. There's a church off in this direction. And rule of thumb, if there's a church, there's a tear. It's not always the case, but it's the case more often than not. Now there's a weapon. There's a pretty cool weapon in there. Pick these flowers. There's a pretty cool weapon in those ruins, but it's not one that I'm going to be using for this build at all. Okay. Sacred Tear number 2. Can I level up? Don't think so. Oh, I can actually. Shoot, now I need a staff. Alright, and then for the third tier, we have to go back here. It's a little bit more out of the way. But a sacred tier is a sacred tier. And they can make a world of a difference. Alright. So, instead of doubling back like we did last time, we're instead gonna go this way. We're gonna go up into a village full of crazy people. There's also an incantation up here, but I don't really care about that part. All I care about is the sacred tier. So we're just gonna keep wrapping around the hill. Past all the crazy rats and the crazy people. And right here is a church. And in the church is a spell and a sacred tier. Heck yeah. What the heck is that? Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Oh, Nelly. You trying to turn me crazy like them? No, thank you. Alright. Now that we got that, those are the 3 sacred tiers in the Weeping Peninsula. Okay. So now the only thing left to get out of Weeping is the Erd Tree. Well, and the Blessed Dew Talisman, but I don't know that I need that. Should be fine. Okay. So now we use the Sacred Tier. Should I switch to I should probably switch to a cold affinity for the tree. Because the trees can't, oh my gosh. Because the trees can't bleed. So let's, repeating thrust. Can't do that. 104 frost buildup. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. So now right past all the bats. Jump up hell. Jump around hell. Up a hill. Past the little boy Blue. And then we'll hop up here. Up there. And then there. And then up there. And we're gonna kill a bunch of bats because I don't want to put up with them right before boss. Okay. Now. Monkeys are standing in a bonfire. Get all the butterflies. Okay, so now there's a tree that is also a boss right there. So we're gonna drink our physic, summon our Jeji fish, and go to town. I kind of want to try this again. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. Boom. Dead tree. Easy tree. Now we got the bubble tier. The bubble tier is basically a get out of jail free card for one hit. And that's pretty much all I need out of the Weeping Peninsula. So, what time is it? Got 10 minutes. Think I can get that in 10 minutes? Yeah, I can get that in 10 minutes. Alright. We're going to go get a staff real quick. So that way I can start using my sorcery tomorrow. All right. So let's go grab ourselves a staff. Good part is this staff that I'm going after, you don't need to kill anything to get it. Oop, grab the grace. Then we ride down here into the nastiness. Alright, so this ruin right here, there's a staff. Right there. There we go. It's that easy. And then if you want, there's also a spell in here. As well as a cool little armor set. Spell, you just ride down in here, open this, open this chest, and boom. You just picked up one of the coolest and one of the best sorceries in the world. All for a low, low price. of 10 minutes of your time. Alright. I just gotta get out of here alive. Swamp sucks. There's poison thing. Ooh, the rotten stray ashes. That's actually huge. Let's grab this. Cool. Rest of the grace. And now we can use our sorcery, hopefully. You kidding me? I don't have enough intelligence to use it. That's okay. There's another staff literally right up these stairs that I can try and grab. Might be able to cast with that one. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put more levels into intelligence than I wanted to. That's okay. There's a golden seed here. 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 Down here. And boom, another staff. Staff of Loss. What's the stats? Is it better? So the Staff of Loss requires less intelligence than the Meteorite Staff, so I'm okay with that. Alright. Well, with that done, I think what I'm going to try to do now. What's the next obvious course of action? Probably to get a seal, which I can do. I can do right now. We just fast travel back here to the Third Church of America. You remember that death root that we got at the beginning of stream? Well, we're about to use it. And after we do, we will be able to cast both types of spells in this game, which is actually really good because the incantations, which is what the item we're about to get will let us cast, is the best source of buffs in the game and the most reliable source of buffs in the game. So this will be great. So yeah, we just take that teleporter that I just showed you, open up this door, grab a grace, hand this guy the death root,
I smell it. Feed it me. Tarnished, I shall
let him
feed
eat it,
me.
and then boom, we now have a seal. So now we can cast incantations. Alright. It's kind of crazy how fast you can do all that. 2 minutes? No, less than a minute. Less than a minute. Screw it. I'll go a couple minutes over, and I will grab Flame Grant Me Strength, which is a nice buff spell that we don't have the stats for, but we'll get it pretty quick. Especially if we pop a Rune Arc, because using a Rune Arc, as we said earlier, with Godric's Great Rune equipped, increases all of our stats by 5. Which will allow us to use the staff as well. So that should actually allow us to do all the stuff that we want to do. Also, there is an archer at this camp, and if you go at night, supposedly he will not see you and therefore not be able to shoot at you. Also, that's a place I didn't know existed. Oh, crap. Run! See, you're always finding new things when playing Elden Ring. I've been playing this game for like 2 years, and still find a new thing almost every playthrough. So we're just gonna pop over here and grab this item right here. Flame Grant Me Strength. And that is a very good buff that will increase any physical or fire damage that we do by 20%, as well as increase our stamina regeneration. So yeah. Now I've got fast travel. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow is the problem. What do I start with? Guess DTS or Rykard. I'm going to post a short here after I get off stream asking what everybody wants me to do to start with tomorrow. So if you want, feel free to get into the comments on that short and throw some feedback my way and give me some ideas. But as far as the stream is concerned, that's going to do it for today. We got a lot done, and I'm very happy with it. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts, especially, again, in that short that I'm getting ready to post. Hope to see y'all tomorrow, 10 to 4, EST. And, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow.